Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Michelle with my mini ramblings. Today I am going to do sort of a how-to plan video. I'm not going to go into major detail, I don't think, but we'll see how it goes. Anyhow, I've been wanting to kind of show, for those who have no idea why I do this every week, what it is I'm doing exactly. So there's different reasons for planning. The main reason is to help you organize your life. And I've needed to do that for several years, actually, but it finally came down to the point where I just needed something to get me motivated. Well, with the craze the last 3 years of pretty planners and planner stickers and the Erin Condren planner, it just has totally motivated me to start planning. So at first, I personally started out because I loved the creative aspect of it. And it has thankfully done what it's supposed to do and helped me to become more organized with my life. So it helps me to plan things out more. I'm actually getting more accomplished. It's really helpful for that for me. And everybody has different reasons for what they do. And then some people absolutely love the creative aspect of it and putting all the planner stickers in. Other people just want something very basic, and they may just have a simple planner where they just write things in and there's really no stickers. And then of course you've got everybody in between who has varying ideas of how they want their planner to be done. No way is wrong. It's all up to what is good for you. Also, I will suggest that you try things out. Whenever I first started, I was more copying ideas of what other people were doing, and I have found that some of those didn't work for me, and I found other things that worked better for me. So as you go, you will learn what works best for you. And don't wait until you have your planning all planned out to get started, because I did that for a while and then I just was like, you know what, I just need to jump in and we'll go from there. So that's what I did. I just jumped in and I've learned as I've gone. So the first thing I do whenever I sit down to plan is, of course, I grab my planner that I'm going to do the spread in, but I also grab my little handy dandy sloppy planner, I call it, where I just handwrite things in that I need to put into my planner. So this includes things that are pre-planned. It also includes notes on what happens each day afterwards, so I can go back and add them into the planner later if I do like a rewind spread. And a rewind spread is where you go back after the fact and you do the plan. Maybe you didn't get the plan done that week, or maybe like some people prefer to just go back afterwards and write everything in, almost like a diary sort of. So that's one of the first things I do. I grab my planner and I grab this one so that I know what I need to put in once I get the sticker spread down. I also grab my supplies. That can vary from person to person as well. For me, it usually involves a sticker kit, some washi tape, date covers, and glitter headers. And you will see as I put this together where I use these things. So for this week, I had subscribed last month to the Paper Panda, which is a cheaper subscription for just planner stickers through the Paper Panda team. It's called the Sticky Panda. And with that, this last month we received 2 planner sticker sets. One on its own is not really a full sticker set for an Erin Condren size planner, but both of them together and the colors coordinate will fill my Erin Condren. So I have those ready to go. It didn't come with date headers, so I grabbed these date headers. So these 2 kits, the one is from Paper Blush Bar and the other one is from Piper Paper Company. These date covers here are from SimplyWatercolorCo. It didn't come with any washi, so I grabbed a couple of shades of washi to use, and these are from Peachy Cheap. I don't remember who the designer was that made them, but I got them through Peachy Cheap deals. And then because I only have one set of headers throughout these sheets, the to-dos, I needed 2 more sets of headers that coordinated, and I happen to have some printables from that mom over there on Etsy that I use for that. And then of course you're going to need a pen to write your plans in with. You might need a pair of scissors or an X-Acto knife to even things out, and then something with a sharp edge whenever you're cutting off the edges of your washi tape. I use this ruler. Some people will use like the edge of an old credit card or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get stuff moved out of the way, and then I will come back and start planning with you. Okay, so I've set everything aside. This week that I'm doing is for May 22nd through the 28th. And in this particular planner that I use, the Erin Condren, it starts on a Monday and ends on a Sunday. I kind of like that because it keeps the weekend together this way instead of separating everything. So the first thing I typically do will lay down my washi. If it comes with washi strips, I'll put them at the bottom first. But since this one didn't, I'm going to use my own washi here. Okay guys, so I was just chatting along doing my video and then realized suddenly that I should probably check it, and sure enough it had cut out. So I've obviously got a little bit more down. I went ahead and put the washi down. I did that orange washi and it looks terrible, so I took it back up and I'm going to put this washi down instead. And that's one of the things you can do, you know, as you're learning, you can kind of decide what works and what doesn't. So I went ahead and put down the full boxes, and one other thing I did say was that after you choose your planner, you can almost always find stickers that will fit the whichever planner you choose. This Erin Condren has a ton of designers that make stickers for it, so there is no problem finding stickers for an Erin Condren, and they fit quite nicely. My plum paper is a little bit different than the Erin Condren, but they do fit the Erin Condren stickers quite nicely as well. So I went ahead and put down the full boxes. This set from Paper Blush Bar came with 8 full boxes, so I put one up here, and then I put the rest down here. And I just kind of lay them out how I think they look good. And I like that it says live, love, laugh. I'll usually put a quote box up here. Sometimes I'll put a full box here and here if I have enough. We'll see what happens. Then I went ahead and put down the date covers. I like to use date covers just because it usually shows it a little bit better. It coordinates a little better. It's otherwise just the plain black. And it kind of fits in nicely. And then these date covers came from SimplyWatercolorCo, and it came with date dots. So I went ahead and put down the date dots as well. And then I was starting to work on the headers. So the headers I usually will put across here. And this is my to-do spot, which I'll talk about in a minute. This particular set of stickers only came with one set of headers, so I had grabbed these glitter headers, of course, that I told you about already. So I'm going to go ahead and put those down and relay this washi, and then we'll get back to it. This is where you need the little thing with the sharp edge, just to kind of rip it evenly. You can use scissors if you want, or an X-Acto knife to straighten it up, but I typically just use a sharp edge. Okay, I got all the headers down. The to-do ones had come with the Piper Paper Company set from that kit. Oh, and of course I missed one. So I like to put headers down just to make it pretty and to cover up those spots. And usually I'll do either glitter to make it prettier, just depends on what I'm feeling that time, or if I have them available. And then I'll put the to-do here. I'll usually put today's here and little things down here. Now, the full boxes, I can't remember what all was on the recording, but I used them to add some decor towards the bottom of the page. I like to break up my page so there's not writing all over. Sometimes I'll put the little things down here, sometimes I'll just leave it with just the stickers instead of putting those over them and covering them up. Everybody plans differently. Some people like to cover the entire full spread with stickers so that you can't see any white space at all. I am more of a white space girl, which means I prefer to leave a little bit of space here and there because to me, covering it all up makes it feel cluttered. So that's all personal preference. Now, the next thing I'm going to do here is put down these heart checklists under my to-dos on the top. The to-dos I use for things that I need to get done every day that don't have to be done at a specific time. They just need to get done at some point. So I'm going to go ahead and put these stickers down for those. Okay, those coordinate really nicely. Of course, they were made to go together. I like to coordinate colors together in each box. Some people just will put colors all throughout. It's, again, your decision, however you want to do it. And that's the thing with planning. Everything is what works for you. There is no right or wrong way to do it. And that's the nice thing about just jumping in and getting started instead of trying to figure it all out first, as you learn as you go. And I have done that. I've been able to learn, you know, what works best for me and what doesn't. Okay, so I have this extra full box here that I was thinking about putting down on the weekend. And I think I will go ahead and do that because it actually looks kind of nice. Okay. All right, then the next thing I will do is go through and put down like half boxes or quarter boxes into the middle section. That is for specific appointments. So if I have something that has to be done at a specific time that day, or if there's one main project I have to focus on that day, I can put it in that box. And then the space that's left, I'll typically fill in with just little things that happen, or, you know, like if I get a big shipment of Happy Mail or like an Etsy order or something like that, I will jot it in to that space as well. I also sometimes, instead of putting my little things down here, will put them here. So you may wonder what little things are. Little things are these little small boxes that are geared specifically for something. A lot of times they're a meal one, so you can write in what you have to eat or what you're planning on fixing for dinner that day. Sometimes some people, they'll have specific TV shows they want to watch at a certain time, so they'll put that down. This is a package. It may mean, you know, that I've got to go ship out a package that day. The car may mean, you know, I need to go get some work done on the car at a specific time. It's just little things, and hence the name. So I'm going to go ahead and put the things down that I know that I need in here, and then typically I will go back later and fill it in as things happen throughout the week. I don't always know ahead of time what's going to happen. So I will be right back after I do that. Okay, so I got those down. This week is a payday, so I'm going to go ahead and stick this sticker here. So I remember that. And I decided to use this weekend banner. Sometimes I'll put it here, sometimes I'll put it up here. I think this time I'm going to put it right down here. So that leaves me with icons and little things and some quarter boxes. I'm going to use these two here on the sidebar, so I still need that from the Piper Paper Company sheets. I'll probably use one of these there as well. And then the rest of these, I don't know what I'm going to need yet exactly, so I will save them. And then from the sheet I have left from Paper Blush Bar, I'm going to save these half boxes and all these checklists and these little things here for my personal planner and use them there. That way I have kind of a coordinating set for the 2 weeks, so that'll be nice. And this has still got some icons left I can use over there as well, some flags and a couple other little things. I do want to put some of this deco in, I think. So we're going to take this, since I usually do my planning here, we're just going to stick it right there for Sunday. Alright, so I'm going to figure out my sidebar next. Typically the sidebar, what I use it for is like notes or things that I need to buy that week, or my husband's work schedule, something that I just need to have at a glance, or even things that I need to schedule into the week that I don't know where to put them yet, and I'll put that there as well. So that's what I use my sidebar for. So I got that done on the side. This is pretty much done. Sometimes I will add some deco. Let's see if I did one in the last week or two to show you. Like this set here, which I've got to still fill in some things. But I put some extra little like deco stickers around. Sometimes I don't do it. Like this one I think looks good just like it is. So other than that little bit there, and then the washi here on the sides, which I will probably write into this what I'm putting in the box below. That's all I'm really going to do. I may end up putting a couple stickers down here. I don't know. We'll see. And then I kind of just fill this in as I go throughout the week. So I'm not going to fill anything in right now. Some people will fill it in on camera. I don't typically do that, mostly because I don't like my handwriting. So after I have everything done, I take my extras, and some kits I'll have a lot extra, some kits I'll only have a little bit of extra. First, I will leave it in until this week is completely filled out. Once this week is completely filled out and I know what else I need to use, whatever is left over, I will then store in this album. So I was storing things in a plastic baggie, and that was just way too disorganized. So I got to the point where I needed something else. So I just bought those little dollar plastic photo albums at Walmart. I bought like 3 of those, and I've started organizing things into the pockets of those, and that makes it so much easier. So whenever I need to grab something, I know where to look, and that is really, really helpful. All right. If you have any questions at all about why I do things a certain way or anything like that, please feel free to ask in the comments below. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel so that you can see other videos like this that I release, as well as all my other ramblings. And if you have would like to see more videos like this, give it a thumbs up, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye for now.